Steve Smith, head chef of the Burlington restaurant, cooking 2 dishes for you today. Pan-fried sea scallops, celeriac puree, truffle, apple and a little bit of smoked eel. It's one of the signature dishes of the restaurant and it's probably the most popular starter that we have. And the second dish is a textured veal dish where we're serving a little bit of sirloin, sweetbread, tongue, a little bit of shin, sweet corn and morel mushrooms. We buy all of our scallops from Orkney in Scotland and we get a delivery basically 3 days a week. These scallops here will be about 7 years old when we get them, so they're really nice, large, plump and they're really, really sweet. The scallops will take 2 minutes on each side. Seeing as these scallops are nice and plump, they will actually just take a minute in the oven. And then we're going to add a little bit of butter and we're going to add a little bit of lemon juice and then we'll use that liquid in the pan to glaze them. So I'm just going to baste the scallops and then these are about ready to serve. We're just going to season them. When I first started working as a chef, I was working in a restaurant called Gordleton Mill in Hampshire, which was at that time ran by a guy called Jean-Christophe Novelli. And I worked there for about 2-3 years before I went off to work in various restaurants. Worked for Marco for a while in London. I'm just going to place apple, which will help just give the scallops a little bit of texture so that when you eat the dish, everything isn't soft. I'm going to add a little bit of truffle to the top of the scallops. Okay, then the final part is just a little bit of celery cress. We've got a vinaigrette, which is equal quantities of truffle oil, aged balsamic vinegar, and a really good quality olive oil, and I'm simply just going to drizzle the plate with this. That's our first dish finished. A roast scallops and a truffle and apple salad. Now we'll move on to the veal. We've got a piece of veal sirloin here that's it's been put into a vacuum bag and it's with a little bit of butter and a little bit of thyme, and we're going to cook it really slowly in a water bath. We've got here veal stock that's been reduced. Drop the veal tongue, a couple of pieces of braised veal shin in there. I've been here now for 2 years. We have a Michelin star. It's the 4th time that I've earned a star, so we're quite pleased about that. We also have 4 AA rosettes, which now means that it's very nice to be the highest rated restaurant in Yorkshire. I mean, I first started getting into cooking really when I was a kid, and rather than it being wanted to be in the kitchen, it was more from the fact that I just liked eating. I spent a summer working in a Michelin starred restaurant in Hampshire and it was just a massive adrenaline rush and I really got into it. As I've worked in kitchens, obviously we've got better at the cooking side of it. We're fairly fortunate in the menus are really produce driven. We try and use sort of ingredients that are completely in season, food that you wouldn't expect to be able to eat at home. I've got 2 pans on here which I'm going to use to reheat the vegetables. Just going to drop a little bit of butter into the veal now, just a couple of sprigs of thyme. Got all of our vegetables there drained off and the meat's ready to go. First thing to go on the plate is a little bit of sweet corn puree and then just a little bit of mushroom puree. And I'm just going to put the meat on. So first on is a piece of shin, a couple of pieces of veal tongue, sweetbread, and then finally the sirloin. That's our completed dish. Textured veal with sweet corn, morels and Madeira sauce.